In this video we will cover assembly as a vacuum.
Okay, this is how the unit is supplied in the box, and if you're going to assemble it as a vacuum, then we need to attach these two tubes onto the outlet of the machine. Now before we do that, it's easier to assemble the two tubes together first. Now these are blow molded tubes, so sometimes they're not exactly round, so it takes a little bit of effort sometimes to join these together. But the first thing you need to do is to locate on each tube some small arrows. That is the direction in which these need to go together, like so, not like this. They must be like this. Okay, and it's only a matter now of putting the two tubes one inside the other. As I said, you've just got to get it in because they are very firm, like so. There's the two arrows, so that's the way it slots together. In, and then twist it around, and it'll click into position. Okay. Now, we now need to check to make sure that this hole lines up with the thread underneath, and we then fit this screw, which is supplied in a little plastic bag, like so, and screw these two together. Now this should then never ever have to come apart again. There's no need to take this apart, all right? And you should never ever operate the machine without the lower section of the vac tube fitted. That's why this is screwed together. Like so. So we now have the one vac tube all screwed together and ready to fit. So now what we'll do is we need to open the side door, being the inlet, by undoing the locating screw here. And opening the door. It's then just a matter of locating the boss here in the slot and just sliding the tube on, like so, and then rotate it round in a clockwise direction until it clicks into place, like so. And now it's located in place. So the inlet is all set, ready for operation. Now the outlet. The outlet has to be fitted with a debris bag, like so. First thing we do is open the bag, and we have to place this tube into the inlet of the bag. That's this small nozzle at the end. Okay, it's a firm fit. There is a large end and a small end. The small end needs to pass through this nozzle of the inlet. Like so. And then we take it all the way through until it's firm, like so. Now, I don't worry about this end yet. It's through, it can't come off. Now what we want to do is to fit this end of the tube onto the outlet of the machine. So we remove the locking knob here, like so. Now, on the outlet tube, there is an arrow. Just see the arrow here moulded onto the tube. There is not one on the opposite side. There's just this one here, and on the side of the housing here is another arrow. So it's only a matter of placing the two arrows together like so, sliding the boss into the slot like that, and then rotating the tube around until it locks into place. We then apply the screw to the opposite side, and the tube is located in place. Now, with it like so, there is a couple of rings on the bag. I always try and then put, with the machine sitting down, I then rotate these around until these rings here are approximately towards the top. You keep it a little bit loose when you set it up to actually to use the machine. This here will rotate around into its best position as you're holding it, or on the shoulder. And then we have two clips on the end of the shoulder strap which clip on. 1 and 2, like so. Now, one important thing to also do is, after you've done all this, you put the tube on, make sure you do the bag up, because otherwise the first time you go and vacuum, all your mulched leaves will come flying out the end. So try and get in the habit of closing that off, keeping it closed, because it's easy to forget it. As you're mulching, it's all coming out behind you. So that unit is now set up for vacuum. One important point is, if this tube is removed from the machine will automatically stop. If you can't start the machine, always check to make sure that this tube is correctly located in the vac position. If it's not correctly located, pushed on properly, the unit will not operate.